In your health news, we've told you about several food poisoning scares this fall, from processed meats, sliced onions on burgers, organic carrots, a lot more. Symptoms can become severe and difficult to treat, so it really is important to know how to avoid getting sick, if at all possible. Joining us now with more information, our medical expert, Dr. David Winter. Hi, good to see you again.
Hey, Kara, good to be with you.
You know, I remember being pregnant and there was a list of things we couldn't eat, but oftentimes some of the things we see on this list are not those. So should we be concerned about our food supply?
Well, concerned, yes, but panic, no. A lot more food poisoning occurs overseas and down south of the border than it does in this country. But there have been a couple of serious cases in the last several months we've heard about. Now, to be fair, most food poisoning is very, very mild. People get over it in a couple days. And the key to the diagnosis, it comes on very quickly. 1 minute you're perfectly well, next minute you're sick. That's kind of the clue to the diagnosis.
Well, let's talk about some of those symptoms, although I will tell you, as someone who has had food poisoning in years past, you never forget it.
That's right. Usually starts with nausea, then vomiting. As the bad bugs get down in your intestines, you get the cramping, you get the diarrhea. Diarrhea can be kind of explosive, big vomiting. That's why your body tries to get rid of those bad bugs. It tries to blow them out both ends, Kara.
It's violent is an understatement. What can we do to minimize the chance of getting food poisoning? What are some steps we can take?
Yeah, if you're dealing with food, first you want to wash your hands very thoroughly, lots of soap, lots of water for 20 seconds. That's longer than most people take to do that. Then with fruits and vegetables, under cold running water, you want to rub them with your hands or with a soft brush, dry them thoroughly with cloth or paper towel, and then set them aside. Now with cooking, that's another thing. You can burn off some of those bad bugs. If with fresh meat, you want the temperature to 140 degrees. With ground beef or chicken, turkey, it's 160, 165 degrees. That can kill it out.
Now, talking about what can be done to treat food poisoning, especially if it persists, right? I mean, getting your electrolytes all thrown out of whack. I mean, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, and typically we don't use antibiotics. In fact, they can cause harm by killing off the good, healthy bacteria in our colon. Some exceptions to that, if you have bloody diarrhea, that may be one that you need it for. Those need a culture, and you need to see a doctor for that. Hydration is real important. If you get dehydrated, it causes kidney problems, it can cause circulatory issues. Electrolytes are problems. You say you want to drink lots of water, primarily. The electrolyte drinks, you can mix those, 1 drink of water, 1 of electrolyte solutions. But you need to be careful. And you know, with the holidays coming up, Kara, I'm thinking a lot of folks will be involved with cooking. You want to be very careful with preparation, with the cooking, and with the storage until you serve it to your family and friends. The last thing you want to do is serve them up these bed bug poisoning things. You don't want that during the holidays.
Yeah, and it's busy, so we're distracted. Well, but we're busy. You're distracted, right? You got a lot going on, so it seems like it could happen potentially more.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thank you for being honest. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dr. Winter. See you next time.
All right, Kara, thank you.